Enormous mossy cliffs dotted with arbutus trees charm the eye at first glance. Further down the waterway, a gushing waterfall cascading into Sansom Narrows. It's a sight Aysel Dobell can't resist snapping a few photos of.
This is a federal park quality. This land is, no one knows about it. It's the biggest secret on the island.
And this secret is right in Aysel's backyard. Seriously, she lives on the corner, a plot known as Patty's Milestone. Born and raised in Maple Bay, Aysel's vowed all her life to protect this property, one of over 70 plots in a subdivision along the Maple Bay Peninsula. In fact, you may even recognize one of them, the water-accessible regional park Sansom Point. At the moment, the beauty of the peninsula is not accessible to the general public by land because it's protected by this locked gate. But on the other hand, some of the residents that live behind this gate are saying it's this gate that's protecting the land for the public.
What it comes down to is that there's been a farm gate that's been protecting the peninsula, so it hasn't been developed. And it's because of this unusual situation with this farm gate that people have to go through. We pay a bit of money and we're protected by it.
The immediate topic at hand is not development, but whether or not to turn this private road into a public one. But Aysel fears if this lock is taken off, people will be tempted to subdivide and develop.
This is the current road, and this is the proposed road.
The municipality of North Cowichan says they're not supporting development, just trying to provide a service to their residents.
From my point of view, I see a responsibility to have a safe road for those residents. And if we can do it and still achieve our goals as represented in our official community plan, which is to not encourage subdivision out there, then I think we will have winners all the way around.
But Aysel is concerned about some of the plans. The main road is proposed to be 8 meters wide, another road just 5 meters. But when the road goes through the municipal forest reserve, which makes up a lot of the peninsula, there's a 15-meter right-of-way. It doesn't mean the road will be 15 meters wide, but that's how much space is designated to the project.
Why does that many trees have to come down? That's a lot of trees. 8 meter versus 15 meters, that's a lot of trees. The only reason you would need a road like that is for hydro and development.
And there was some concern that we would cut down every tree within that 15 meters, and that is not true. We wouldn't be cutting down trees where we didn't have to. And certainly it can be a matter of discussion.
Aysel is also upset because the notice about the bylaw changes for the road were first posted in a newspaper ad giving the public 1 month to object. If 10% came forward, the issue would be dropped or go to a referendum. Only 5% objected in time.
But for 10%, legally, all the government has to do is put a 2-by-3-inch ad in the back of the papers and give the public 1 month to galvanize 10%. How can you stop anything? And how can you protest anything? How is the fishing? Whoa, that's fantastic.
Although many neighbors agree with Aysel, there's some who want the road. Because less than 10% of North Cowichan residents objected in time, it is in the hands of council. But Aysel is still asking for support. As for North Cowichan, staff are creating a report on how to preserve the nature of the peninsula with this road, and that report will ultimately help with this controversial decision. In Maple Bay, I'm Jen Muranetz.